This my water is boiling too much. I'm gonna have to cool it down. Too much. Meanwhile, we wait for some people. Meanwhile, what time is it? Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, guys. Uh, Welcome to my live. I'm streaming from my kitchen, and if it is your first time coming across this page, please do consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much. You are the reason we are growing, and we can never take you for granted. I don't know, my lighting is really bad, honestly. I don't know if I put it over there. I think I'm gonna try putting it there, because my lighting in kitchen is the worst. My kitchen is the worst place I can ever stream from. Like, I try so much. I try so much to get the lighting, the nice lighting, but I never get it. Let's try that. How about that? Maybe that's much better than it was before. So guys, my name's Sibworld, and usually I come with my husband, Mr. Guto himself, well known as Mama Rabema and Baba Rabema. Baba Rabema is not around. He is busy doing something. Usually we come together, but today I guess I'm all by myself. So it is lunchtime. It's actually 8 minutes to 1 o'clock. So I'm doing my lunch, and I don't think I've come live cooking this kind of dish. This is an African dish. This is an African dish, mostly eaten by the East African countries. And when I say East African countries, I mean Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, and I think we also have a few countries in East Africa other than those three I named. So this is like, especially where I come from, this is like a stable food. This is like a stable food. You don't need much. All you need is actually water and corn flour. You are done. You are good for the day. And ooh, oh man, okay, we're gonna lower the heat. See, it's bubbling. If you're not careful, you're gonna burn yourself. Yeah. So what you need, as I was saying, you just need water, you need corn flour and fire. That's it. You let your water boil, then once it boils, you put your flour. You kind of make a paste. Did you see how it was? You make some kind of paste, then it might look like porridge. If you have done porridge before, that's how it might look like. But the thing is, with ugali, we call it ugali, as is in U-G-A-L-I. The one good thing about ugali is, the difference between ugali and porridge is ugali hardens. You see, like before it was looking like porridge. Even before I added more flour, it's already hardening, as you can see, but it's not enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and put more. Usually I don't do measurements. Honestly, when it comes to cooking in my kitchen, I guess I have been in kitchen long that I don't need to measure anything I do. So I can just, usually I say I measure with my own eyes. So I don't need I don't need measurements. Someone might ask, how do you know how much flour you're gonna put there? I know. So at this point, this is what you're gonna do, because if you don't do this, you're gonna have those little sacks with flour inside, and you don't want that. You want your ugali to be all nice and smooth. Ooh. Some people like the ugali like really firm, hard. And some people like me, in my house, my ugali is soft as rice. And if you have never had it before, you might think that I did not cook it fully. That's how soft I cook my ugali. I've seen people go, oh, your ugali is too soft, your ugali is not cooked. No, my ugali is cooked. That's just how I like it. That is how I like it. So at this point, this ugali is done. I can't do any more of the flour. The flour is enough. So all I'm gonna be doing is just flipping it over and over until it's fully cooked. Until it's fully cooked. So there is one thing I want to share with you guys. One thing that I shared it already on other platforms, and I felt the need to share it over here because I realized that sometimes these our social platforms, we have like different followers. Like we don't have the same. It's funny how that is. It's funny. We don't have the same followers. We have different followers. That's why when I put something new on the other side, I also want to put it in all my other social platforms. That way, it will benefit whoever didn't get it on the other side. So I watched a video. I want you to listen, like, and beat the charge here. You're going to write comments. Don't be scared of writing any kind of comments. Any kinds of comments is welcome. Be it negative, be it positive, be it criticism. I'll take that. That's how I will know how to improve if I've gone wrong somewhere. Okay, now I can put my heat back so my ugali can cook well. So I saw this clip of this young girl. This girl lives in America and she's originally from Kenya. And you know, as always, everybody wants to go to a better place where they can make a difference out of their life. You know, most of us ran to America or ran to other countries for greener pastures, as they say, if there is any. But then you find out that the people you have left back home, you don't forget them totally. As much as you want to change your life, they are part and partial your life. So you also want, you know, to remember them in whatever you do. In whatever little you get, you want to share. And that's a good thing. That is family. That is your family. But then you get to a point, you want to do something back home. You want to do something back home. And like us, let me talk mostly where I come from. And many people will, you know, will conquer with me that where I come from, people give us so much pressure on putting like a structure. When I say structure, I mean a home, a house where, like, if you go home, you have a place to go. Instead of going to spend thousands of shillings in hotels and restaurants, you have your own house where you can go and do your little vacation and come back. But then, before you put this structure, you know that you are not there to be supervising this house you want to build. And that makes you to find someone trusted. We call them trusted. So they can be the ones, to help you in putting up that. All you do is just send them money. They tell you, oh, we need this, you send money. We don't question, because guess what? We are not there. We are not there. So whatever they tell us, we just, give them money. So long as our work, our job, our house, our project is done. So this girl has been here for 5 to 6 years now. And now she thought, I have saved enough. When you are here, you work. There's no sleeping. You work. You don't even, actually, you don't have time. I always tell people back home, we have no life in America, because all we do is work, work, work. It's from your work to your house. You don't even have time to attend to parties out there, like you will see people back home attending to parties, going to say hi to their relatives and stuff like that. Over here, all you do is just work, 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 because it's just too much bills. Anyway, so this girl has been saving, and now she's putting up a project. She wants to put a house, and apparently this girl doesn't have parents, doesn't have brothers or sisters. She doesn't have any siblings. So then she picks one of her relatives. She wasn't so very specific of what kind of relative, but I want to believe it's a blood relative, maybe along the side of her mother or her father. So this girl sends money for this relative to build a house for her. Guys, you are watching me. Please give me a like there, put down a comment. It's free. Don't be scared of putting those down, because that is how we can reach many people. Some things we want them to reach a lot of people. That's how we can learn. That's how we can learn. So this girl has saved up to $40,000. That's like 5 million Kenyan shillings. That's a lot of money. How long will it take you to save that much? So long. Anyway, so she sent the money to this relative of hers to do a house for her. Guess what? This money disappeared into thin air. No house, no land, no nothing. So this girl was just crying. She was so broken. She was in such a shock. Like, it has taken her so long to save this money for that project. It has taken her years. She has denied herself so many things. Her home is her workplace. Then someone spends that money within days. There is nothing. She even doesn't know where to start to look for the money. And trust me, once such much money has been used out there, even if you start following that now, because following for that money means you are using money. Do you have money? You might even end up spending more money trying to follow that money. So you may as well do what? Give up and start working afresh. But how long will it take you again? 5 years? That is really, really selfish. It's only a selfish person who can go to an extent of spending 40,000 American dollars that someone has given that you help put a project. I don't know about your take, guys. If you have any comment about this, write down. Let us help each other. Let us be nice to people. If we are not there to do the project and we have trusted you, or someone has trusted you, please do the job. Do the job. What I know is there is 3 kinds of people when it comes to you getting your project done home and you are away. One, whoever is doing that project will also be doing their own project, which means half of the money you send, they take. They will take long to finish your project, but they will do it for you, but at the same time, half of whatever you're sending, they are also using. That is a fair game. To me, I'll take that. Then, there is that other side, which when you send money, they are going to take more. So even when they're asking for stuff, they are exaggerating figures. So by the time you finish your project, they have spent more on their own than on your project. That's another group. Then we have this other group, the selfish one. So I'd rather fall under the first and the second. We have the third one. You send money and money just vanishes into thin air. You don't see nothing. You don't hear nothing about them. All they do is they keep sending you pictures of other people's structures, and you are assured that, oh, my house is being built, it's going to be done by this. They send you all pictures. Come that day, you are going home because you trying to get someone to do your job. You are here maybe for 5 or 6 years. You have never gone home. So these people think that that day is not coming. But when the day finally comes and you are going home, you find there's nothing. And when you ask them, where's the money? Where are those pictures you were showing me? Now it becomes a whole fight. Now you are the problem. You are the problem. So I find it very, very disturbing, especially when I saw that girl, how she was broken. I thought that was so selfish. I thought only selfish people can do that. Diana, how are you? Kay, how you doing, Kay? So I'm doing my lunch, guys. I just thought, sometimes sharing stuff, we get to learn. We get to learn and know things that are happening out there. If someone trusts you honestly, don't be greedy. If you want to take some of it, take some of it. But just at least leave them something, because they work so hard for this. And this thing is now so much tempered. It's like all over. It's like all over. And people are not even learning, because you really can't learn until it happens to you. Once it happens to you, then you have your own lesson. You are like, oh man, I will never let this happen to me again. But I guess before it happens to you, even if people will be talking about it, you will be, I don't blame anyone, because this is something it's hard to imagine that someone can do that. So before that happens to you, it's an impossibility. But once it happens, and it gets to be a very ugly situation. That's it from me today, guys. Otherwise, let us keep praying for each other. Let us keep doing good to one another, because you never know about tomorrow. You might be thinking you want to kill me, you are killing my dreams, but things will turn the other way around and you will be disappointed. So try doing good always. Doesn't matter where you are, who you are, what you are. Try doing good always. Otherwise, have a great week as we go about our daily things. Bye bye, guys, and love you all. Please put a comment. Please like my videos. I don't see anyone liking my videos, but it's okay. Some days someone might like them, guys. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Bye bye.